What the? Alright guys, welcome back again to the worst videos on YouTube, right? We did a video, I think last week, probably, yeah. We still waiting on the air filter. I haven't put it back together yet. Still gotta get it. But we did a video on just cleaning up chainsaw and sharpening it, and it wasn't really a how-to video. It was just more of a how I. So now we're going to try something that I had mentioned in that video, but that video was lengthy, so we didn't do it in that video. I am cutting firewood. And spoiler alert, once I get all this particular firewood, which is 2 massive oaks, like huge, 25-inch bar won't go through it, like across the face. They're over 30 inches around, bigger than that. And the biggest bar that I have is a 25-inch bar. It came with this saw. I did not buy this saw new from a store. I bought this saw off of a guy who was down on his luck, needed some money, and I told him if it ever comes about to where you need it back, I'll sell it back to you for what I buy it off of you for. And it sat for a long time, new, never used, and then we started cutting firewood and stuff, and I was like, well, old Buck and Billy Ray says stand up and buck, and at minimum you need a 28-inch bar. Well, I've got a 25-inch bar, and it's been working pretty good. With that being said, some of these logs are so big and massive, and I know it's not the proper way to do it, okay? I don't have any choice. I have to cut them to my length on my crosscut, and then I have to go back through and rip them down. The problem that I'm having is the semi-chiseled chains just aren't cutting good enough for me. I mean, I'm getting it done, but they're just not cutting good enough for me. And then they tend to dull out fairly quick on ripping. Then the full chisel chains are just brand new out of the box, giving me way too much vibration and kickback that I don't like and I don't want. So when you have a problem in today's day and age, what do? You get on YouTube and you watch videos. Well, they have these devices out there called chainsaw mills. No, I didn't buy a chainsaw mill. I was just watching the videos to see what kind of chains they were using and stuff like that. And some info that I picked up was when they're milling these logs, they are 10 degrees on their teeth. So we're going to give that a shot. Now, this is a chain that was a full chisel chain at one point in its life, right? It's been ground sharpened, it's been file sharpened, and it's just kind of to the point to where it is worn out almost. So I think it will be a good sacrificial lamb for science. Right? And what we're going to do is we're going to take our trusty file and file gauge. First, we're going to square them off. We could just totally wreck this chain. But first, we're going to square them off. We're just going to go straight across. And somebody out there is going to say, oh my God, he's ruining a perfectly good chain. That may be the case, but I've got chains there, I've got chains there, I've got a chain there, I've got chains in the file cabinet, I've got a chain in the truck. So I've got two brand new chains and one chain that we just sharpened that was new. It's got its first sharpen on it. So I've got extra chains, right? So why not give it a try and see if it works? I just wanted to turn the camera on for a second to show you guys what this is actually taking to do. Here's the next tooth we'll be filing. I'll try to zoom in on it, but you can see how big that tooth is. And come back here, we've taken it to 10 degrees to try to rip with it, and look how much you're losing. That chain actually had a lot more life on it than I thought, but sacrificing for science. I don't know. It's either going to work or it ain't. But let me get back to it.